doing the right thing, doing the fair thing, that's your goal. That's how you keep yourself on the path of truth or gravitating towards the truth. Otherwise, all these energies, judging, right? Being emotional, self-justification, blaming, all of these energies that feel good temporarily are trying to take you away from the path of truth. So if all these energies which feel good take you away from the truth path, then you need energies that help you get on the truth path. And the energies that help you get back on the truth path are fairness, doing the right thing, understanding true love, so that when it is in your life, don't lose it. Most people realize, who don't understand upfront, that they had true love after they lost it, because they kept chasing the feelings, and eventually that person or that team or whatever was loving them says enough. And then they go, oh my God, now my life really sucks. It was painful then, part of it, but I had love. People were loving me. People were caring for me. Things were happening for me that were good for me in the long run. And now everybody's just trying to do transaction with me. Or I try to stop interacting with all people. And then that goes against your true nature. Man is a gregarious animal. And then you realize your life. So getting away from things that are truly loving you is so miserable you cannot imagine it. Don't go there. All right. Okay. So when you get a better result meaning when the results in your life are good for you in the long run, then you must respect all the people that helped you generate that result that was good for you in the long run. For example, I want my kids to do well. And then they do better. Then you say, who are all the people who were instrumental in them becoming these nice people? Okay. And I must respect them, I must love them, and my gratitude for them is now infinite. No amount of pain they give me is anything. Why? Because that is such an important goal for me. And I got that because of some help from you, maybe some help from me too, yourself. You definitely nurtured. But everyone has limits. And you must recognize everybody has limits, and other people have to help you, and they did. And you are forever indebted, and you love them. And you have to now learn to love that thing, because that thing gave you something that is so valuable to you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this was the behaviors. Okay. So one of the skills that you need to pick up is the ability to rein in your ego. And the word reins is so important. Why? Because horses have reins. Mm-hmm. And if you look at sideways, I'll go a little bit. If you look at a Bhagavad Gita book, you will find most often it has just the words, but sometimes it has a picture. And the picture is of Arjun sitting on the chariot, Krishna, charioteer. And if you pay attention, there are 5 horses. When was the last time you saw 5 horses in a line, in a chariot? Not possible. Not enough room to put 5 horses. But the Bhagavad Gita books, when they put a picture, they put 5, because it's symbolic. The 5 horses are the 5 sense organs. And they have to be reined in by Krishna. Similarly, the sense organs feed your ego, because that's where the emotions sit in your brain, right? And you have to rein in your ego. So you need the muscle. You need muscle. Okay, what muscle? This is how do you build this muscle? Well, we've told you a little bit all over our series. One of them is prayer. Another one is go to a temple, offer a coconut in the right scientific mindset towards your ego. So if you don't know what we mean, go back and watch Power of Coconut. Yes. Or some name like that we have, number 1. Okay, sure. Then we have, I think, 2 series on prayer, science of prayer somehow. Okay, watch that. So you can use your act, if you have the habit of praying every day, you can use that ritual of praying to help build the muscle to rein in your ego. Okay, respecting old people. Old meaning wise people, even if they're young. Okay, aged down.
And those who don't pray?
Yeah, then you have to do other things like meditation.
Okay.
Right? And you have to do some thinking. So what's a thinking exercise? I will tell you just now. The thinking exercise is like this. Write down the names of people you respect. So you may have some living people and some dead people. It's okay. 5 names. 5 people. 5 living people I truly respect. 5 maybe dead people who you respect. Write them down. Then the dead people is an easier list for big ego people. Because I don't have to do anything, right? Okay. Anyway, you write down. And people with really big egos have a tough time putting 5 names of living people. They have a really tough time. But do it, I'm telling you. Then a big ego person will choose 5 people who are not even on your continent. So I don't have to deal with them. because you'll see why. Anyway, write down the names. Then write down what are the values that they have because of which you respect them.
Oh.
For example, I respect this sports player, Sachin Tendulkar, if you like, if you're a cricket guy, or some, Steph Curry, if you're into basketball. Some names you will have some, sports people, and other people, Abraham Lincoln, or some politician leaders, or some true leaders like Shivaji, whoever you like. Okay. Then you say, what values do they have? And then when you write down their values, you'll realize some things. That's important. Just leave it alone. Just write down the values. Then you say, if it is these values that I respect, now make a list of 5 people that you are in close contact with, that you're in meaningful contact with, and do they have which of those values? So now if you respect those values, if you truly respect those values, you will be able to take those values and assign them to the real people in your life every day. And you'll say, and now I want you to, when you meet them, look for that value so that your respect for them grows. This lowers your ego. Just this action reigns in your ego. Why? Because ego does not want to respect anybody else. But because it's your value, the ego says, okay, I don't mind respecting that person because it's my value. So the ego needs my in front of everything before it respects it.